Recording on, monitoring Shawn Murphy. Okay.
Wait, what fucking title did we agree on?
Oh, well, we agreed. I think we agreed on that title that was called all shall podcast or something. No, let me look.
I definitely don't remember agreement. I remember those two being the front runners.
Yeah, we did. We agreed upon it. I thought because of how.
We didn't. Like when you said the thing, I was like, did we agree on it? I guess we agreed on it. Maybe Thomas did.
I don't know. I don't remember agreement.
So I'm trying to open up the entire conversation
because I think I remember saying I was fine with either one. I did favor One Shell Podcast a little bit better. So but I thought you liked Sparkcast.
No, I thought we could be Sparkcast together, as one collective, and then hold on. At the very end, then we could do something cheesy like together we are Sparkcast because when all are one or some cheesy bullshit.
Nope. It's already falling apart.
I forget. I wrote it down. It was like when all are. I had it written down. It was like really cheesy and stupid, but funny.
Yeah. Wait.
I don't remember now. Where is it?
Yeah, I found it.
I think I have it, and I think it's something like when all listen. As one, we are all one, or something like that. Sorry.
Not.
So I'm just the idea generator. You guys gotta cut me down or tell me it's cool. So. Obviously, it was not cool or cheesy.
I'm gonna vote nay on that one.
Also nay.
Okay.
I really do like. I like Sparkcast. I like One Shell Podcast. I like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like as I was saying, the Sparkcast sounds like a Transformer, so it's.
I thought it'd be funny if like. I
mean, I do like we combined to form Sparkcast, which that's funny because combiner jokes.
Yeah, because I thought that could be like our collective or something. Just be like, together we are Sparkcast or something on the. All for what is it? I was about to say all for one, like the group. Okay.
I mean, do
one
we need
shall
to be underneath the thing?
What's that?
Do we need to be underneath the thing? Because I thought this is our only project.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, like, if in the future we're part of something, we can, figure it out then. But like, as just a title for now.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Sparkcast is one idea, and the other was. One shall podcast because I like the way that you could do all shall listen.
Yeah,
I like that one too.
And that's why I thought we should be Sparkcast because we're saying one and we're not one.
Yeah,
we're three.
I guess I'm trying to come at it from an angle of like what. Like, the titles are fine, but what do the titles allow us to do?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, when I hear One Shell Podcast, that just makes me think of, like, art, where, like, we can have, like, the title, like, One Shell Podcast in a certain font or art, and then, like, a subtitle, All Shall Listen under that or something like that. Sparkcast, I just feel like, I don't know.
Too generic?
No, I just feel like that name could, like, I mean, because it's just a play on podcast, and I feel like you can do a lot of stuff with just saying Sparkcast, like a lot of dumb puns and stuff like that. It doesn't necessarily make me think of like art or anything like that for like a podcast, like episode art or anything like that.
I mean, see, and I'm sitting here thinking like, yeah, but we could do a bunch of like dumb combiner jokes with it, because like if our main title thing, like we could just all be on each other's shoulders and just be like, yeah, but also I'm a dork, so like. I don't know if we're trying to go the more professional route or like the more dorky route, because I think professional, the One Shell Podcast is a more professional outlook to it.
Yeah.
Sparkcast is more of like to the general audience of like.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Yeah, the Sparkcast definitely sounds like a more lay fan of Transformers can like look at Sparkcast and kind of like get a general idea. Like if they're like scrolling through a list of podcasts, they'll get an idea what that is. One Shell Podcast. I mean,
One Shall Podcast would have to have the subtitle like One Shall Podcast, a Transformers podcast, which sounds redundant.
Yeah,
almost.
One Shell Podcast. It's hard to say that like most people will get that.
Like you have to be a Transformers fan to understand that reference.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, at least from my understanding, I'm pretty sure that line only came from the Michael Bay movies, right?
No.
Oh, that's been in the comics and the TV show as well?
Yeah, that was from the original movie we watched a long time ago.
All right.
So
I was like, vomits Michael Bay.
yeah. So
yeah, I did. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I kind of like this name, but that's a pretty good line coming from the movie. But I guess, I guess I don't have to give. I guess I don't have to give any credit to Michael Bay now. Good.
Please don't. Never give him credit.
Yeah.
Okay, so if One Shell Podcast is just a Transformers thing, do you guys still think that that's still easy enough for like a layperson to kind of like, oh, I've heard that line before or something like that? Yeah. Like, has that been in like some of the newer series or anything like that?
It's been in. I thought it was in Prime too.
It's in both video games too. If you played those, and yeah, it's in Prime. It's in basically. It's so overused that I was like, ugh, when I first heard your idea. But then when I thought about it, I was like, actually, this works for a podcast because it's not actually the same line. It's a variation of it. Like, I remember in the first movie when Optimus is like, one shall stand, and I'm like, God damn it. And I'm like, they're not even fighting. It's just showing Shia LaBeouf running while they're talking, saying this line off screen to say, look, we put this in here, fans. Enjoy it. And I'm like,
I think the best use of that line was in the first or second issue of More Than Meets the Eye when somebody was complaining about Rodimus's speeches because every single one of Rodimus's speeches has that line in it because he loves Optimus so much. And I'm just like, that actually feels like the entirety of the Transformers franchise, but okay.
Yeah, I think, so do you guys like One Shall Podcast, or should we talk more about it later?
I feel like we need to say the title in this turn.
Yeah, so we could do like One Shall Podcast, All Shall Listen, and then a third subtitle like for each episode to our Transformer book, to our Transformer episode, to our Transformers novel, whatever. Like something like that, I don't know. Like that way we could add to it each time or something. Of course, the only problem is the title would be humongous when putting it on.
I really don't want to have a long title as the thing too, / subtitles. Because people also just don't have the attention span.
Yeah, I mean...
And I think we should probably stay away from trying to do anything too witty with the titles, because, I mean, you're already starting to dig a hole with that. I mean, we could probably keep it for a while, but, yeah.
And it also, even with Sparkcast, we could use the tagline at the end of every episode, say that, like, One Shall Podcast, like, All Shall Listen.
We could actually, we could use that as a tagline instead of the actual title.
Yeah, and then maybe use Sparkcast as the actual title, and then you could go Sparkcast -episode blah 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 before the rest of the title just gets cut off because there's only so many characters that work on the title.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
How about Sparkcast, and then the subtitle be 3 Shall Podcast?
No, Sammy didn't like...
I didn't like, because it's too far removed from the line.
And I also originally said the Sparkcast Triplecast. That was way too redundant. Yeah.
It's okay. I feel like we should use that just in one of the shows just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're coming up with Sparkcast here, aren't we?
Because then, like, in the intro, we can all say our names, and then we could be like, and we form Sparkcast, and then go into the thing.
Yeah, and then go into the theme song, right?
Yeah.
Woo!